I feel like I should be sitting at her when I talk to. Hey guys, I'm Sogama and this is Saya no Ura, and the English translation for that is The Song of Saya. It is a visual horror novel released by Nitro Plus, and to be honest, I was looking for a horror game to play, and this is pretty much along the lines of horror, if not really f***ed up. I came home from school and was like, hey, I kind of want to play something horror related, but not put in the effort of learning controls and whatnot, so hence visual novel. I was reading a review on it on Kotaku, and it was written by Richard Einbis. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your last name, dude, but he wrote that it is a game with murder, filicide, kidnapping, cannibalism, rape, possible pedophilia, sex slavery, extreme body mutilation, and scores of gut-churning eldritch sights. So honestly, I don't expect you to be into any of this, but if you can stomach this, then hang out with me and play this, because yeah, it's pretty up. I'm not gonna censor it. Well, I am gonna censor it. I'm just gonna cut it out of my video. So if you are a Mr. Nasty and hanging around for the sex scenes, you ain't gonna see it. I'm just going into this blind. So we're gonna see how this turns out. So let's get into it. The story is a work of fiction. The medical procedures and conditions described herein, that was too fast. Contains grotesque images that may disturb some viewers. Please select how you liked the images to be displayed. Do not modify grotesque images, because I will edit Three such creatures sit around the table in front of me, slurping filthy sludge from their cups as they trade whines, growls, and sounds that I cannot describe. Yeah, I hear you. Blah blah to you too. Damn. This is freaking awesome. This is trippy as hell, but by listening carefully, I'm able to grasp the gist of their conversation and respond when it is required of me. This is necessary to avoid arousing their suspicion. However these creatures may look, they are my friends, apparently. I wish that I could still deny it, but I gave up on that a long time ago. Night after night, I went to sleep praying for an end to this nightmare, only to wake up each morning to the same twisted hellscape as the day before. I know that I have to blend in, that I have to act like one of them. Such has been my life these past 3 months, so it will remain until the day I die. Damn, 3 months of that shit? No thank you. Judging by its tone, this one must be Koji, and then one next to him squealing more than the others is probably Omi, which means that the one next to me is Yo, though I can no longer see any trace of her once attractive features. I try my best to ignore the rotten stench of excrement that issues from her quivering flesh. Damn, and also the words are very detailed. So not only are you getting the image, but you're also getting a freaking hella caption of it too. Sorry, I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm like tripping. Everything has changed, or almost everything. By some cruel trick of fate, my relationship to the world alone remains the same, as if an insane architect took the blueprints of my life and rebuilt it out of blood and gore. These monsters and I were part of the same college club. We studied together, ate together, we even went skiing together every winter break. Now these are but painful memories of the day that will never return. If no one will recognize me, I might have been able to disconnect myself from the world. Would have been confronting. comforting in comparison to believe that I had been abducted by aliens, or that I had stumbled through the gateway to hell. But no, this is beyond a doubt the city where I was born and raised. The society that I was a part of for 20 years, save that I, and I alone, can no longer see it that way. The world as I knew it's gone. I have no place to call home. Man, my life is depressing already. Dude, this is like some Silent Hill crap. I always relate everything to Silent Hill, but pretty much everything fucked up I relate to Silent Hill. Anyway, I can tell that whatever they're talking about is of no importance to me. I decide to keep quiet while pretending to listen. But just then, hey, Fuminori, one of the flesh beasts says as it swivels its bloodshot eyes toward me. What do you think? About what? I try to desperately to suppress my loathing and behave normally, where my hoarse voice ruins an attempt. We're talking about this year's ski trip. You're coming too, right? Hell no! A slimy hole near the top of the creature withers nauseously as it vomits some semblance of words. That must be Koji's face, or what I have seen as such 3 months ago. Unable to stomach the sight of it, I avert my eyes to give a neutral answer. I don't know. You have other plans? Not really. These were my closest companions. One of them had wished to be more. How many nights have I spent crying in loneliness, lamenting the friends who no longer exist? So my friends turned into creepy fleshy monsters. In the 3 months, my tears ran dry, and now there is only loathing left in me. Surrounded by hideous creatures that I can only assume are Koji, Omi, and Yo, I spend each day trying to act as if I always have. If I fail at this, I'll surely be sent to the hospital. Only this time, I'll be locked away forever. Sorry, I have an itch in my ear. Oh, that's real. No matter what, I won't let that happen. Okay, sorry, this is really annoying. Okay. I mean, it's not like physical activity could affect your injuries, right? I'm not sure. I'll ask the doctor during my checkup. That's it. I can't look at them or bear their screeching any longer. I jump to my feet, desperate to escape. Hey, Fuminori! A spray of stingy slime from the cilia around its voice box flies at me. I try to cover myself, but it's too late to keep the slime from spattering across my face like the yolk of a rotten egg. I'm about to lose it. I want to grab a chair, a desk, anything within reach. I use it to smash the life out of this creature, ending it all. Yikes, I don't know if that was a good idea for Nori. I barely suppress the impulse. I mustn't let on that something is wrong. However, they look at me. This is their world. I'm the outsider here. Like I said, today's my checkup. I've gotta go. Struggling to put on a smile, I reach into my wallet, pull out the first bill I find, and put it on the table without even looking at it. I don't care about the change. I just need to get out of here. Now. Good idea. Later, I mutter hastily and flee the cafeteria. Even the text is really descriptive. So you're not only hearing everything going on in my head, or I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. I don't know. I'm really tripped out right now. Alright, I can breathe. Okay, now I can think clearly. Hey, says Takahara Omi, why don't we go somewhere we can skate for this year's ski trip? Oh, okay, so these are my friends in normal form. Great. This is what I'm talking about. So, Suzukuba Yo frowns at the suggestion. Skate? Skate, but I want to go on a ski but why go to a ski resort to skate? Sorry, I'm listening to Japanese because it's beautiful and sounds a lot better than English. Give her a break, Suzuka, or I don't know what he said. It's all she talks about these days. Tono Koji supports Omi with a laugh. Her impromptu suggestions are nothing new, and it's Koji's role as her boyfriend to provide backup. They're a good match for each other, Yo thinks. Sometimes it makes her
なん
jealous.
せオウミってさ、
I mean,
こ
she'd
の前
seriously
こ
never
の
go
年になって
skating
初
before
め
I
てスケー
took
トやった
her
んだ。
the other day.
何よ、スケートしたことなかったのがそん
Is
な
it
に不
really
思
that
議？
strange?
20歳になって初体験ってのは興味そうそういないんじゃないかな。
Not many people start skating in their 20s, you know.
子供の頃はなんとなく怖かったのよ。
I was scared when I
あ
was
の
little.
靴、なんだか刃物みたいでさ。
Those shoes look like big knives.
でも
But
いきなりやって
you picked it up
滑れたの？
just like that.
おみちゃんすごくない？
That's pretty amazing, Omi. I heard Omi and Sugoi.
容量はスキーとそう
There we go.
変わるもんじゃないからな。
It's a lot like
重心を前に
skiing.
出して靴の
You
前
right
のヘ
forward
リ
and
で
use
コン
the
トロー
angle
ル
of
す
the
る感
shoes
覚
to
とか。
steer.
コージにそう言われた
You
もん
made
だ
it
から
sound
さ、
so easy.
騙
I
され
figured I
たと
should
思
give
っ
it
て
a
やってみ
try.
たわけよ。
And it was
そう
fun.
したらもう楽しくって。
Let's keep this attitude right here. I like this vibe. So it was a date. Yo feels a stab of envy. Oh. Okay. Koji and Omi enjoy their time together as normal lovers do. That's certainly not something that aroused jealousy. It's just that her luck in love has been bad. Oh well. I want to
私
see
も
Omi
見
skate
てみ
too.
たいな。おみちゃんがスケートやるところ。
Yo keeps her voice upbeat, trying to cover up her internal conflict. She knows that it's wrong to envy her friends. She too would be spending time with the man she admires, if not for the terrible tragedy that befell him. His is true misfortune. Her bad luck doesn't begin to compare.
だからさ、ね、
So, how about
今
it?
度のスキー旅行、
If we make the next
つい
ski
でに
trip
ス
a
ケート旅行
skating
にしちゃえ
trip
ば
too, it'll be
2
twice
倍
as
美味し
fun.
く楽しいってわけよ。
でもさ、スケートはスケートリンクに行けばできるじゃない。
But you can
わざわざスキー場に行ってまでやる？
but you can skate at the skating rink, can't you? Why go all the way to the ski
だ
resort?
から屋内じゃなくてさ、屋外スケート、
I don't
凍
want
っ
to
た
skate
湖とかで
indoors.
滑れるところ。
I want to skate outside on a lake or something.
そんな都合のいいとこあるかな？
That sounds fun, but
な
won't
ん
it be
だか
crowded?
すごく混んでそう。
While speaking, Yo sneaks a sideways glance at the young man sitting next to her. Although the conversation has involved only 3 people so far, there are in fact 2 couples at the cafeteria table. Yo's boyfriend, though there is still some doubt over whether he could be called that, is beside her, as silent as expressionless as a statue.
なあ、文則。お前はどう思う？
Hey, Fumori, what do you think? Perhaps Koji sensed Yo's pain in in his usual quiet and considerate way.
どうって。
What? The cause of Yo's distress, Sakisaka Fumori, which is myself, responds to Koji's sudden query with a vague, mumbled question of his own. Man, I look tired
Yeah,
and tired of
今
that
年の
fleshy
冬のスキー
shit.
だよ。お前
We're
も行くよな。
we're talking about the winter ski trip. You're coming too, right? I don't know, man. Last time I talked to you, you're a monster, okay? Koji speaks gingerly, as though probing a tumor. A few months ago, he would have not hesitated to rebuke Funori from his attitude. Their long acquaintance had forged a strong and honest friendship. But now,
わからない。
I don't know. Fuminori responds bluntly, his downcast eyes and sullen demeanor making clear that he has no desire to speak his silence.
何か他の予定でもあるのか？
You have plans?
いや、別に。
Not really. He even knows that I have no life. You have no plans? Or you have plans? Even Koji, Fuminori's best friend, cannot communicate with him as before. What hope does Dio have of breaking through the shell? The scars left by the events of that late summer day are still deep in these months later. Each one of the 4 bears them, not only Fumori.
なあ、別に運動するのが傷に触るとかそういうわけでもないんだろ？
I mean, it's not like physical activity could affect your injuries, right?
どうだろうな。今日の診療で先生に聞いてみる。
Not sure. I'll ask the doctor during my checkup. And so the answer drained the last of his patience. Fuminori bolts out the door, or
おい、
the chair.
文則。
Fuminori! Even Koji can't keep his voice from rising as he tries to stop Fuminori from leaving. Fuminori reacts swiftly, throwing his head over his face as though to shield himself from something terrifying. Maybe some spit flew inadvertently from Koji's mouth, but that sort of thing happens during everyday conversation. Fuminori's reaction is beyond the pale. I would have never guessed that he spit in my face, but...
もう時間だから。
Like I said, Fuminori snaps, making no attempt to relieve the discomfort from his friends. Today's my checkup. I have to go. Even as he tosses money on the table to pay for his coffee, he acts like he's touching something filthy.
それじゃあ。
Dana, or is that right? Fuminori stands out of the cafeteria, almost as if he's running away. Cloaked in heavy silence, the remaining three lowered their gaze to the table, where the abandoned 10,000 yen bill sways forlornly. Fuminori's coffee is untouched.
やってられないわね。
I can't take this anymore, Omni says with a sigh, but Koji shakes his head reproachfully.
文則にはもう
Fuminori
少
just
し
needs
時
a
間
little
が
bit more
必要なんだと
time.
思う。
だってもう3ヶ月よ。
But it's been 3
なんなのよ、あれ。
months.
付き合ってるこっちが変になりそうよ。
What's with his attitude? I feel like he's going crazy hanging around him.
俺だってわからない。
Hey, I don't
わかるはず
understand what
も
he's
ないと
going
思う。
through either. I don't think any of us can.
お前だって想像つくか。
Can you imagine losing your whole
あんな
family
ひど
like
い
that?
形で家族全員を奪われて
That'd screw anyone
平
up.
気でいられるわけないよ。
Oh shit. I lost my family. It could have happened to anyone. A tractor trailer flipped over the highway, crushing the Sakisaka family car into twisted scrap. They said it had been difficult to tell the bodies of Fuminori's parents apart. Damn. For a while, it had looked as if there was no hope for Fuminori either. It was nothing short of a miracle that he was able to leave the hospital and return to a normal life.
見舞いに行った時なんてもっとひ
It's
ど
a
かった
lot
じゃ
of
ないか。
reading, man. Whew, my mouth's
誰
gonna
が誰
dry.
かも分からずに怯えて暴れて
He
ベ
was
ッドに
worse.
縛り付けられて
He was worse when we went to see him in the hospital, remember? He was terrified of us, like he didn't know who we were. He even had to be tied to the bed. He freaked out so bad.
今はよくあそこまで立ち直ってくれたと思う。
I'm just glad he's made it this far.
それにしたって変よ、咲坂くん。
I'm gonna try to read
私
this
たちの
with
こと見る目
emotion.
つき。
I'm
あ
gonna
れ
change
何
my
なの？
voice to each character.
まるでこっちが人間じゃないみたい。
There's something so strange about him. What's with the way he looks at us? It's like we're not even human. Yeah, you bet your ass you ain't human. Cut it out, Omi, Koji says forcefully. Probably less out of the empathy for his friend than out of the consideration for Yo. While Koji's kindness makes her happy, Yo also knows that she mustn't be taken advantage of. Fuminori is the victim, just as Koji said. He's the one who most deserves sympathy. Yo's feelings for Fuminori are her problem and no one else's. She doesn't blame Fuminori for not giving her an answer after she worked up the courage to ask him out. In fact, she thinks even more fondly for his serious consideration of her feelings than she would have had he treated their relationship casually. That was a weird sentence. Apparently, the fact that Fuminori did not reject her was enough to make them a couple in Koji and Omi's eyes. They've had plenty of fun at Yo and Fuminori's expense. The truth of it, though, is that he still hasn't given her an answer. Alright, so Fuminori, which is my character, is kind of not really dating Yo. After revealing her feelings to him, Yo didn't see Fuminori again until a week later, and then she could only stare at his broken body through the window of the ICU. And when he was finally released, after 50 days that seemed an eternity, he was somehow different. She's starting to doubt that he even remembers what she confessed to him before the accident. And do you blame him, girlfriend? Now winter is coming, and her feelings hang forgotten in the cold, lonely air. Okay, I feel bad, but at the same time, like, Yo, he lost his parents in a really fricked up accident, and so, I mean, I would forget too, to be honest. Dr. Tambo Ryoko has never had a more troublesome patient.
その後の経過はどうですか、咲坂さん。
Has there been any changes since your last visit, Mr. Sakisaka?
いえ、別段。
No,
これといって問題
nothing
もな
to
く。
speak of. His voice is hard and flat, his words tossed carelessly into the air. It's like he's speaking to himself in an empty room. Ryoko is a surgeon, not a psychiatrist. But even she can sense the thickness of the wall he has erected between himself and the world.
吐き気やめまい、
Any
幻聴や
nausea?
幻覚といった体験は？
Dizziness? Or hallucinations? I feel like I should be reading her sensually. No. That was not her, but... While Sakisaka appears to be looking at Ryoko, his gaze is actually aimed a fraction down and to the side. He's only superficially engaged in the conversation, when in truth it does not interest him in the slightest. Perfect rejection. Realizing she can't interview him like this, Ryoko sighs and sets her chart aside.
咲坂さん、あなたが当院で受けた処置は脳神経医学の分野では世界的に最先端の治療でした。そのことはご存知ですよね。
Mr. Sakisaka, the procedure you received at the hospital was the latest in experimental neurosurgery. We explained this before, didn't we? Treatment of subdural hematoma, through the use of micro machines, a procedure available in Japan exclusively here at the T University Medical Center, had been the only way to save Sakisaka Fuminori from a cerebral contusion that should have been fatal.
最先端であるということは、まだまだデータの出揃っていない危険性の伴う治療法だったという意味でもあります。
With any experimental treatment, there is always a risk of unexpected complications.
そうでしょうね。
Of course. Sakisaka Fuminori's lips twist slightly into what might be a bitter or mocking smile, but it's gone before Ryoko can discern its meaning.
普通、こんなことを言って脅かすのは医者として問題なんですが、
I would never say anything to frighten a
施
patient.
術後に重大な脳障害をきたしたケースも報告されているんです。予後の経過には十分に注意しなければなりません。
But there have been reports of serious neurological disorders post-surgery. We must continue to monitor your condition carefully. Hence these weekly checks. Remix. Hence these weekly checkups. If he would take... Oh, sorry. What did I do? If only he would take them a little bit more seriously.
先週の MRI はどうでし
Oh,
た？
here I am. How was last week's MRI? Sakasaki asked Bretley, as if to catch Ryoko off guard. MRI, magnetic resonance imaging, as a way for doctors to examine the brain in detail without opening the patient's skull. Surprised by Sakisaka's uncommon technical knowledge, Ryoko recalls his
そうい
profile.
えばあなたも
Oh,
医
that's
者の
right.
卵だったわ
You're
ね。
a medical student, aren't you?
先生
Oh
が心
yeah,
配
I
してい
am.
るような脳機能
I
不
know what
全
I'm
とは
talking about.
画像診断だけでも十分にわか
I'm
るは
also
ずです。
crazy. The kind
何
of
か異常はあったんですか？
the kind of anomaly you're worried about should show up on the MRI, right? Did you find anything?
いいえ、
No. There was nothing, not the slightest abnormal activity. For a procedure with such a low rate of success, the results have been nothing short of miraculous. However, something still bothers Ryoko. She can't shake the feeling that he's hiding something beneath his guarded exterior. Some terrible weight on his soul, perhaps. Perhaps. But if it is an ignorant problem, then there's nothing she can do as long as she refuses to explain it. Man, I'm sorry. I'm like stumbling over my words.
現に僕は今こうして病院の外でも何不自由なく生活しています。問題なんてないでしょ。
I'm also illiterate. I'm fine, doctor. I lived on my own for 3 months without any problems. What could go wrong? Now.
ねえ咲坂さん、
I feel like I should be
こう
sitting
いっ
at
た
a
難
care
しい手
doctor.
術は予後不断が原則なんです。もう少し私たちを信用してもらえませんと。
Please, you know that you continue. Okay, I'm gonna stop this. Please, you know that continued observation is required after these difficult surgeries. You have to trust us a little more.
そうですよね。僕だって先生方を信用したい。
I suppose you're right.
どんな相談にも乗って
I
もらえ
do
るん
want
で
to
すか？
trust you, doctor. I can come to you with anything. Or can I come to you with
もちろ
anything?
ん。
Yes, of course. Of course you can. Ryoko answers, smiling to cover up her irritation. Sakisaka asked exactly the same question during last week's visit.
じゃあ先週の話の続きなんですが、
Well
先
then,
生、あれから大貝教授については何か分かりましたか？
let's pick up where we left off. Have you learned anything about Dr. Ogai? Unable to answer, Ryoko hardens the mask of her smile. As before, the patient is inquiring about someone whom he has no business knowing.
大貝教授のことはあなたの治療とは何の関係もないでしょ？
If you don't mind my asking, what does Dr. Ogai have to do with your treatment?
信頼しろと言った矢先にいきなり隠し事ですか？
Yikes, I'm calling her out. You just told me to trust you, and now you're keeping secrets? Ryoko is used to patients treating her with hostility. After all, some degree of paranoia is natural when dealing with someone who holds your life in her hands. And Sakisaka, however, she doesn't see the short-sighted impatience that other patients exhibit. His demeanor is perfectly calm, almost like a detective questioning a suspect.
何分だいぶ前にここを辞められた方ですからね。私個人としても交流があったわけではないし。
He left the hospital some time ago. I never had any contact with him myself.
辞めた理由はご存知ない。
Do you know why he left?
ええ、おそらく個人的な事情でしょうね。
Yes, I believe it was personal. Ryoko answers smoothly, her earlier hesitation gone. Having decided at the outset to lie, she has no trouble doing so with a straight face.
それにしても、咲坂さん、なぜあなたはそんなに大貝教授にこだわるんです？
But why do you keep asking about Dr. Agai? Do you know him?
教授は今失踪中なんです。
Did you know that the doctor has
知ってました。
gone missing?
いいえ。
No. Ryoko realizes that her answer may have been a little too quick. She should have acted more
近頃
surprised.
教授の身内の人間と恋にしていましたね。その人から調査を頼まれているんです。
I've recently become close with a relative of his. It was she who asked me to find him. A relative? Ryoko considers this with a frown.
大貝教授に縁者の方はおられないはずですが。
I didn't think Dr. Ogai had any relatives.
おお、
Oh,
誰から聞きました？
who told you that?
それは
I
噂話に。
heard it from a nurse. Ryoko replies, remembering that she had just claimed to have no contact with the man.
なるほど。
I see.
そんなことが噂になる程度には大貝教授は有名人だったわけですね。
So the doctor was famous enough for nurses to gossip about him.
まあ、一風変わった人だったみたいですね。
He was an unusual man, I hear.
なのに誰も彼が大学を辞めた理由を知らないと。
But no one knows why he left the university. Okay guys, so that is it for Sayo no Ura. Let me know if you want me to continue this playthrough with your thumbs up. If I get more than 10 thumbs up, I will definitely continue this. It's something interesting and really grotesque, which I love. So yeah, let me know and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!